Hello, this is the tutorial of Alagna wines about its products. We are a winery with more than 70 years old, that is more than 70 years old, and is specialized in Marsalas and Sicilian wines in general. This tutorial is to give you further information on this product. The first product you see, it's a Marsala Virgine. It's a Virgin Marsala. It's a collection product. It's more than 5 year old, and as any Marsala, it's a blend of several Sicilian grapes, especially Grillo, Catarato, and Solia. And it's a fortified product, meaning there is an addition of alcohol, and there is no cooked grape must added, meaning that it's a typical dry wine that it can be blended with cheeses, ham, and it's aged in barrels of more than 10,000 liters. Now you see it is Marsala Superior Old Marsala Dry. This one, it's a product that blends very well with salty products, especially aged one, aged salami, pecorino, old cheeses, and so on. Um, also, all our wines are products with high quality. I mean, here at the bottom of the technical sheets, you can see that it won at Gambero Rosso, we won at Decanter, we won at Vinitaly, and so on. Then you see that we have the Marsala Superior Marsala Sweet. In this case, it's also wine for the end of the meal, but here, in this case, it blends better with dessert in general, so especially where you have chocolate, you have cakes, and so on. It's called Garibaldi because Garibaldi, the national hero of Italy, really liked this specific wine, and it's the only wine that can be blended with cigars because it has an extremely intense and persistent taste. Then we have the Marsala Fine, that is the one that is aged only 1 year, and it's interesting because it can be blended with meat, it can be blended with cheeses, but also with sweets because it has about 40 grams of sugar, and therefore it can be blended with several wines, with several products. Interestingly, it's also the one that is used for cooking. In fact, for these references, we also have a size of 1 liter and 2 liters in order to be used in tiramisu, chicken marsala, and other marsala with meat, and so on. Then, using as a base the marsala fine, we do several flavored marsalas. That is crema, especially crema mandorla, almond marsala, and then we have coffee marsala, cream coffee, and cremovo, that is marsala with creams. All of them are basically dessert wines with different flavors. They are very interesting thing in the marsalas because marsala, it works a little bit like perfumes in the sense that as it has usually around 17 alcoholic degrees, all the aromas of the almond, coffee, and cream evaporates, and therefore it's very intense to taste. And as it's quite sweet, it the taste of those flavors are really persistent in the mouth. So it's extremely interesting dessert products. Then we have other two wines that are Moscato and Zibibo. All of them got a lot of different awards at Gambero Rosso, at Expo of Krakow, at Vinitaly. Both of them are done with the Zibibo grape, also called Moscato d'Alessandria. And in this case, they are not aged, so you really don't feel any wood. But so we just pick up the grape, take the juice and add the alcohol. In this way, you only feel really the taste of the grapes. And the Moscato, but the difference between the two products is that in the Moscato, the grapes are picked up late and therefore they're slightly dry. Therefore, it's quite similar to a passito. While in the Zibibo, it's very fruity because the Zibibo grape, it's an aromatic grape. Um, Both of them can be served are dessert wines, so they blend very well with cakes, sweets, but Zibibo more with fruits, while Moscato more like chocolate and so on. Then here we have a new reference called Lagni. It's a super Sicilian, meaning that we took the philosophy of the super Tuscans and we applied it to Sicily, meaning it's a blend of Nero d'Avola and other international grapes that is aged for 6 months in barriques, and it's a very dark and slightly smooth wine. It has 5 grams of sugar and 14% alcohol. So, and it's a secret blend that we only do. Then we have two typical wines, that is table wines, that is Nero d'Avola and Grillo. For both of them, they are monovarietal and not aged, and they're not blend. So it's 100% Nero d'Avola and 100% Grillo, because we wanted to keep them easy to drink and very fruity. And you will notice that both of them are extremely intense, because Sicily it's a very dry area. In fact, both of them have 13 degrees and the Grillo has 12.5 degrees, because it's a very dry, Sicily is a very dry area. Then, as we are specialized in fortified wines, we do white vermouth and red vermouth. You will see that they're more aromatic compared to Cinzano or Martini, because we use Sicilian raw materials, and we use sugar from grapes and alcohol from grapes, and all the herbs are put into the wine. Therefore, you will see that it's very intense and very flavored. Then we have also produced holy wine, wine for holy celebrations. We do Catholic holy celebration. We do red wine and white wine. In terms of taste, those are also dessert. They're sweet and alcoholic, and we are authorized by the Catholic Church of Mazzara del Vallo here next to Marsala, that is our winery. Then we do mosto cotto, that is the cooked grape mousse. That is the same product that is used with the marsala to make them sweets. This is not really a wine, it's more like a condiment, no? You can see it as a substitute of honey. In fact, you can put it on the top of cheese, on the top of bread. In fact, it's very has an extremely intense flavor, and it's used for cooking, basically, as a condiment. Then the last product we launch is the almond wine. This is more typical from Catania, that is more East Coast, and it's a white wine with the blends of with the aroma of almonds, and it has to be served very cold. You will see that it's still dessert, but it's something that it's a product that you will drink in the summer, very cold, with some with some friends, and it's uh, very common, especially in next to Catania, with Sicilian products.